thanks for being here. I'm here today with the conference leader, Dave Rible, and some doctors who practice in New Jersey. And we want to discuss a bill which is before the insurance, it's called Business Institute. What's the name of that committee?
Financial institutions.
No, Financial Institutions, exactly. And it's called the Healthcare Disclosure and Transparency Act. Well, we believe that this is not a Transparency Act nor a Disclosure Act. Although there are portions of this bill that make some sense, the main portion of this bill that's set forth in this statement is really collecting money from patients and forcing doctors to maintain paperwork that they wouldn't normally need to maintain. And today in New Jersey, it's already difficult for patients to find their doctor and go to the doctor they want. And now what this is going to do is make the doctor basically collect the copay and deductible from the patient. And what that means in essence is this: the doctor must actually keep records that they have affirmatively brought action, some sort of action, it's not clear what it is, some action against their own patient to make them pay the copay and deductible. Well, it's already, in my judgment, very, very expensive for patients in the state, and to make a doctor sue their own patient, I think is blatantly wrong. Our caucus, the Republican caucus last time, provided no votes for this bill. I can assure you that Republicans are not going to make it harder for patients to get medical care. I can assure you that the Republican caucus is going to support the doctors behind me and the doctors around this state. I can guarantee you that. I have Dave Rible here, who also is leading a statewide business tour, and I'm going to introduce Dave Rible to talk about the burden on these, what I call doctors and their businesses in this state.
Thank you, Leader. You know, over the past couple of years, New Jersey's come leaps and bounds with businesses. Under the Christie administration, we have seen New Jersey come off as last in the state to moving up the ranks, moving up 5 or 6 notches to be for better business climate. And here we have a bill that is now putting the heels on the throats of the doctors a little bit harder. And doctors are all small businesses, and what are we doing to help them? And it's almost like this is like the Doctors Collection Law or the Doctors Penalization Act, because these guys are just trying to survive, these men and women who are working very hard to stay here in the state. One of the biggest questions you hear people talk when they talk about doctors and medicals in New Jersey is, why are all the docs leaving, or why do the docs that get trained here leave and not stay in New Jersey? It's because of legislation like this that they're not staying here. That's why we're chasing them out with this legislation. And with that said, as the leader said, we are the Assembly Caucus, and I'll be leading the charge going statewide. We're going to be in Morris County in June doing an information sharing with business owners. We're going to go around talking about issues like this and how we can help the doctors and help other businesses to stay here in New Jersey. So I'm looking forward to that business tour in June.
And I want to go over parts, and this is a proposed bill, and I know that Assemblyman Scher is going to have a discussion on this tomorrow in the committee. But if you look at what the bill does, it actually says to the doctors, you must collect deductibles, copay, and coinsurance. That you must make 3 good faith attempts at collecting from the patient. You have to retain and keep all these records available for Department of Banking and Insurance. And in certain cases, you have to notify the carrier if you're waiving this so-called deductible. That should be a decision for the doctor. That is a decision between the patient and the doctor. And in my judgment, the insurance company has no business to get in that relationship in New Jersey at this time. It is only a burden on the doctor and on the patient, and we're here to protect both of them today.